This will be a quick comparison between the recently released the DQ6 from KZ the DQ6S, the one bad guy tuned, as well as the EDX, the ZEX Pro, and the CVJ Demon. The CVJ Demon is not here with me right now, but as you know, on this channel, I've made a review for it. You can check that out. Maybe leave the link in the description. These models have their differences, but they have their pros and their cons. Quickly, in terms of build comfort, I would easily give it to the EDX over all other three models, just because the build is not the best, but it has the comfort. The comfort and the fact that I've used it for several years now. I bought it almost 2 years ago, and it's been fine till now. It's not been damaged, and I bought multiple of them. I've had like 4 EDXs or 4 or 5 EDX, I can't remember. I've sold off some, so they've been fine. They've never had issues. They've never broken down or driver problems and all that, so they're fine. The next one would be the CVJ Demon. I would give it to the CVJ Demon because it fits me well. It's quite comfortable. The build is okay. The build is fine, but there are some advantages to that model that I have to bring up when comparing to this model. In fact, then if you go to these other two models like the DQ6S and the ZEX Pro, they have the same build, they have the same shell design, and they have issues with my ears long term. So I've said that already on my other comparison. That's a bit of a problem when I have to listen to it long term. It's a bit of a problem. But if you get that out of the way, it's a very good set. Now that is out of the way, let's go on to sound quality. In terms of sound quality, sound is very, very tough to gauge between the three because there are some things the DQ6S is doing very well that I'm not getting with other sets, but when I listen to the other sets like the EDX, I start realizing that it is as good, if not better, in some other department than the DQ6S. But in the overall sound, if we're talking about overall sound in terms of tuning, being fun, presentation, I would say the DQ6S beats out all of them. Sound quality, I would still give it to this. Followed closely by this, and that is because the EDX, even though it's an old set, it has the dynamics, it has that punch, it has that slam that I'm looking for at the right time. It's very good for movies. This set has stood the test of time. It's really lasted, and it's a fantastic set. The CVJ Demon comes in third, and it's a toss between the EDX and that Demon because the Demon earphone is a warm set. It has bass and it has a very smooth warm mids. Its size is okay. It's very smooth and detailed. It doesn't have issues like that. You understand? So I personally will say Demon is very, very well tuned. The Demon lacks bass. There's a lot of slime in the bass. That is just the only reason why the DQ6S is ahead of it slightly. It's just that it lacks slam in the bass, but it is very, very good overall tuning. I will even say that the CVJ Demon overall tuning is the best because of the balance it has. It has a very warm mid. I can listen to it all day. Play it on high volume, high blast. I won't have issues. No headache, no fatigue. The last would be the ZX Pro. The ZX Pro tuned by Crane is fine. It's neutral. It's lean. If you like lean neutral sound, you will like this set. I'm not a big fan of lean neutral, so it's not really my thing that much, but it's fine. If you like that style of sound, you will love this set. But other than that, I would say all 4 models are very good. My favorite will certainly be the Demon, just because of the overall tuning. I would say second would be the DQ6S, and that is just because of the sound. The tune, the comfort is not that good for me. And if we add the comfort to the advantages that I need, then I would put the EDX right behind the Demon, because the EDX has better comfort than the DQ6S, and I will put it there because the sound quality, to be honest, is as good as the DQ6S. The DQ6S has just better bass. It has big bass. It is hitting, slamming. The mids and the highs on the EDX is very good. It has dynamics. Most of these earphones lack dynamics. Dynamics is what helps you have that explosiveness when you're watching a movie, playing games, and the EDX does it very well. The last would be the ZEX Pro. I'm not a big fan of the tuning, but it's good for people that would like a neutral sound. Other than that, that's the comparison. If you like this content, subscribe, follow us here on YouTube. I'll see you guys next time.